Good, man. Without further, okay, let's start with sharing the screen here. Let's go to. Oh, okay, here it is. Okay. Let me know if you can see my screen.
Yeah, I can.
Okay, this is the Australia versus New Zealand series. I know you had a lot of sad emojis because Australia beat New Zealand by 3 wickets. What were your thoughts, man? Alex Carey got play of the match. Henry got play of the series.
Yeah, look, I think it's quite evident to see that Australia is definitely the bogey side for New Zealand. They beat
Hmm.
them in tournaments, they've beaten them in test matches, and I mean this run has been going on for so long. I mean,
Hmm. Hmm.
I think they haven't beat them at home since 1993. The last
Hmm.
time we spoke about that stat, so that's a long time ago, buddy. I mean, I don't even think Fleming was in the mix. Around, so 1993 is a long time. Is the last time they beat Australia.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Hmm.
that's going back like 3 decades. So it is a team that has had the wood over New Zealand for many years, and it's
Hmm.
continued. And I honestly felt that they threw this one away because they did have an
Hmm.
opportunity
Hmm.
to win the
Hmm.
test in Australia. Bat so deep,
Yeah.
uh, that lower order runs. It's so vital. And I mean, Carey, he just showed why he belongs at this level. I mean, fantastic innings from him to get Australia home. But
Hmm.
in general, I think Australia have got one of the longest batting lineups in the world in terms of Test match cricket. They can wheel the willow right down to number 11, which is Hazelwood. So I mean, every single batter in that team can stick it out and cross and run and hurt the opposition more
Hmm.
than anything else. So, but yeah, I mean, New Zealand didn't take their chances, unfortunately, and 2-0 series win for Australia. A
Hmm.
clean sweep, a clean sweep in the T20s and the Test matches. So,
Hmm.
not a series that New Zealand would want to remember.
Yeah.
Quite a forget series, eh?
Yeah, man. I was just gonna say that New Zealand, I think, just lack killer instinct, especially when it comes to Australia. Because if you look at this Australian batting lineup, it's a bit like it looks good, but the only question mark is Steve Smith being an opener because he hasn't really made any major contribution ever since he was elevated up that. Although I know he offered to be the opening batsman, but even Ian Chappell has question marks on that. So I think he's better off being at number 4. But the problem is that where would you put the opening pair? Like who would partner with Usman Khawaja going down the line? Because if India is going to play against Australia with this sort of batting lineup as Smith's opening, they're going to have Maja, man. So I think they're going to have to figure out that opening situation for them.
Look, it's a good batting lineup, not a great batting lineup, as you said.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
I honestly, personally, I don't think Steve Smith is cut out for an opener. I know he did
Yeah.
score 50 against the West Indies, and strangely enough, losing cause. That was in a losing cause, the one at the Gabba. I mean, the
Yeah.
famous win at the Gabba for the Windies. But
Hmm.
yeah, going forward, I don't think he's a long-term solution because I think Steve Smith
Hmm.
is a perfect foil at number 4, and that's where he's batted
Hmm.
most
Yeah.
of his career. So Australia have got to look for a long-term opener because I mean Khawaja is also getting. I mean Khawaja is coming to the end of his career too as well. So you essentially going to be looking for two openers
Yeah.
uh, in a sense because I mean he's obviously 37. He's going to be 38 soon. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean a lot of those Aussie players. I mean in the late 30s, it could be an
Hmm.
end up in. You never know after this India series. You just never know. It could be an end up in Iran. But it'll be interesting to see. But yeah, I mean that's still a long way to go for that series. But I mean, we're really, really eagerly awaiting that series come end of the year.
Okay, so let's now get to the IPL, which I'm sure is a lot more exciting than this funeral of a match. Okay, hold on a second here. Oh, okay, let me just try and share back the screen here. I don't know what happened there. Okay, I'm back to normal. Okay, where is it here? Okay. Oh, yeah, it is. Okay, I guess we have to start with this one. Yeah. My condolences to your team. I know it's early days. I'm sure they'll bounce back. Yeah, they lost to Chennai, like Australia to New Zealand. They bet the bogey team. They won by 6 wickets. And okay, Rahman, the Fizz did well, 4 for 29. And yeah, what were your thoughts, man?
Yeah, as you said, Bogey side, it's been quite a while that RCB has actually won in Chennai. I mean, dating back to 2008, and we still had Kumble in the RCB,
Hmm.
mix. So,
Hmm.
time ago. But I mean, I think in general, a bit of a rusty performance from RCB, eh? Uh,
Okay.
the, the bat, good start. We didn't see the best of
Hmm.
Kohli. We didn't see the best of Maxwell. They didn't last too long.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
fielding, I thought it was a little bit rusty, a little bit kind of sloppy in a way. So, some of the fielding from
Hmm.
RCB in that game.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
I mean, it is the first game. Want to get out of the way,
Yeah.
and obviously they've got to and bounce back in the next game because I mean you don't want to lose two or three on the trot in this competition. It's very important
No.
to build momentum. So
Hmm.
yeah, I mean they have all the capabilities of bouncing back in the next game. My only concern with RCB is that bowling lineup. That bowling lineup looks a bit
Yeah.
thin at the moment.
Hmm.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Saranga not being. I mean, obviously I've had the commentators talk about Chahal. I mean, Chahal not being in the RCB mix anymore, but Saranga was such an amazing player for RCB, especially in that 2022 season. I mean, he's the reason why RCB actually went that far. So yeah, I think that's one question mark on this RCB team in terms of the bowling lineup. But I mean, the batting superb. I mean, one of the best batting lineups in this tournament. I mean, when you look at Fast and Kohli and Maxwell, you've got Patidar, you've got Cam Green, you've got
Hmm.
GK, you've got Rawat. I mean, that's quite a long
Hmm.
batting lineup. So in terms of scoring
Hmm.
runs,
Hmm.
I think this
Hmm.
is going to have much just about getting the bowling right. So that game
Yeah.
tomorrow against Punjab becomes very, very vital, very important game. And yeah, hoping they do bounce back. But I mean, CSK, this game was obviously won in the power play, I believe. When RCB
Hmm.
lost those wickets, oh,
Hmm.
I lose so many in a power play. I mean, you're really asking yourself for trouble if
Hmm.
you're losing any wickets in the power play. So yeah, 173. It was a good recovery. Hey, it was a really good
Yeah.
recovery because
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean
Yeah.
I was
I'll
actually
get.
really doing it. And, I mean, Karthik got him. I mean, we didn't see the best of DK last year. I thought DK had a very poor
Yeah.
tournament, and that's the reason RCB, just missed out on that playoff spot. But
Hmm.
uh, yeah, he's hitting the ball. He's timing the ball well. I was very impressed with Rawat. Hey, I thought Rawat was superb in that
Hmm.
innings with DK, that partnership. But yeah, tomorrow becomes a really vital game for them, and a lot is
Yeah.
going to be expected of. A lot is going to be expected of Maxwell. I mean, Fast
Yeah.
looked good. He looked for four
Yeah.
overs, but he was coming off an injury as well. But if he lasted a little bit longer, maybe 200 was on the cards. I do think RCB were like around 25 run shots of a good total of
Yeah.
really challenging
Hmm.
this
Hmm.
team. Yeah.
Yeah, and it also wasn't a bad pitch. I thought it was actually quite a fair pitch for Chennai standards. And then you also had a change of captaincy for Chennai, so I thought there were possibility there for RCB to take advantage. But I guess it is what it is. You want to move to the next one, which is the Daredevil in Punjab, which happened actually yesterday. And then you had Curran doing well, which was nice for him, 63 or 47. And then, oh yeah, well, this is just something different. So, what were your thoughts, man, on Punjab winning? I like both of these teams. So I didn't really mind who actually won it, to be honest.
Yeah, sorry, man. I just wanted to add something to
Sure, sure,
RCB game.
sure.
What was the funny thing about RCB's batting performance? They actually played the spinners quite well. The
Oh,
likes of and Jadu, they played them pretty well, hey, and that has been
hmm,
the problem for RCB, especially against
hmm,
CSK,
hmm,
which was the spinners were always getting into the batting line, but they actually played the
hmm,
spinners well. So as you
hmm,
said, it wasn't a typical CSK pitch where
hmm,
nine wicket where it's turning all over, turning all
hmm,
around the square. Uh,
hmm,
it was quite a good batting wicket because I mean, if you look at the way CSK got those runs, I almost thought about it, and I just looked at it as 20 runs short. If only RCB had like 20, 25 runs more to play with, it would have been
Hmm.
quite an interesting. Could have been a last baller finish.
Hmm.
No, yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So, what
yeah,
were your thoughts on this? Sorry.
yeah. Okay, DC and Punjab. To be honest with you, I didn't really watch much of this game. Hey, I I got up a bit yesterday, but I did see a bit of the end of it. I mean, what an innings from Karan. But what an innings from Karan. I mean,
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
amazing. And Punjab were in a bit of a bother, and he came in
Hmm.
and scored
Hmm.
those at you know at that kind of strike rate. I mean, he was nailing it like 200. So I thought it was a bit of a rusty performance from Delhi in terms of the batting. Hey, I thought there were a
Okay.
lot of players they got starts, they didn't get in. There was no one
Hmm.
that actually went on and scored a big one for Delhi. And again, just like the RCB game, probably 20 runs short of a good total, eh?
Hmm. Hmm.
20 runs short of a good total because I think 190, 200. It just has a lot
Yeah.
more. It's just asking for a lot more to do as a chasing team to get those runs. So yeah, again, 20 runs short.
Yeah.
I mean, Rishabh being back is a good thing for
Yeah.
DC.
Hmm.
You know,
Definitely.
uh, captaincy wise, I thought he could have done things a little bit better yesterday, but
Hmm.
it is the first game. You don't want to crucify anybody.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So I mean, let's see how it goes.
Yeah, I was gonna also say I think Delhi were a bit unlucky because I think one of their bowlers broke down. I think it might have been Ishan Sharma, and then they had used one of the other bowlers, and then he got walloped, and then I think that's what was the deciding factor, I guess, in the match. But uh,
Was it
sorry.
Khalil? Was it Khalil? Khalil? Was it Khalil Ahmed? That that
Oh, I th-
that.
oh, 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 I thought it was actually Ishant, actually. If I let me check that up quickly. Mishi, if Ishant actually got his overs done. Let me just check the overs here quickly because it was interesting conundrum. Okay. Khalil bowled his 4 overs, so it was definitely Ishant Sharma because he only got down
Ishan.
two overs. And then Sumat Kumar had to come and step in, if you can see. 1.2 overs, 19 runs. So you can see they had Maja with him there. So I think it was
Yeah,
Ishant Sharma that broke down. Shame. I think they would have probably won the match. It had Ishant Sharma got his overs done.
yeah. I mean, fantastic figures from Kuldeep. I mean, in a losing cause. I mean, 4 overs for 20 runs,
Yeah, yeah.
and
He's a
and
class
two.
act.
I think he's just taking his form from the Test series against England,
Hmm.
and yeah,
Hmm.
the IPL. So fantastic performance from him. Uh, Actually, taking to be one of the top wicket takers in the tournament. Eh? I think he's
Hmm.
he's he's, he's in now prime of his career. I mean, the way he's bowling, I think he's a much more improved bowler in the IPL as well. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Hmm.
be one of
Okay, so
the
we
wicket
get.
takers.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna. Okay, so we can get to the last one in terms of which match happened yesterday, which is my team against SRH. And KKR won this, but I do feel they were trying to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory there at one stage because they really should have, as Joyce said on Crickbuzz, won this by 25 runs. So, but then credit to KKR I mean, to Sunrisers for showing a lot of spine. I guess with Cat Cummins being captain, I guess you would expect that. So, what were your thoughts, man?
heart pounding, nail biting. What a game! What a game! I mean, I watched the majority of this game, and I mean, wow. Sunrisers had no right to get that close, but I mean,
Hmm.
Klassen.
Hmm.
I almost thought he took Sunrisers home in this game. It was an
Hmm.
amazing.
Hmm.
I mean, we did see two amazing innings yesterday in this game. One was by Russell, and the other
Hmm.
one was by. I thought both teams top off but middle orders,
Oh
and
yeah.
it was up to the lower order to actually come in and score those runs. But I mean, great recovery from your team. Being 70, what is it, 77 for six, if I'm not mistaken.
Had a bubble.
77 for five.
Yeah, I didn't actually watch a lot
Yeah,
of my match. Funny enough, I normally just watch a lot of catch up. So let me just check that up on the scoreboard
yeah,
before I.
guys,
Yeah, you know
yeah.
me and my catch up. So let me just check it up. I was actually watching it, I think, this morning next to all the catch up. Ping. Oh yeah, here it is. Where the fall of wickets? Oh yeah, the one for 23, two for 33, three for 33. No, it was actually five for 105, and then six for 119 because that's when full salt fell.
Yeah,
If you can see,
619.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
all sorts of trouble. And you're looking at the score, probably they're going to make it out 160, 170. Then we saw Zairas come and just muscle all over.
yeah. Yeah, let's
That
look
was
at
belligerent.
Sunrisers. Yeah, at one stage,
Was bel-
Sunrisers were in a far better situation, except they were just batting slightly slower, I guess. Okay, 3 for 105 with 11.4 overs, so they're looking quite good run rate wise. And then you had 4 for 111, so yeah, that little, yeah, then they were slowing down a bit there. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, what a game! What a game! This game went down to the wire, and I mean, it kind of just summed up what the IPL is all about. So these last ball nail biters, and that's what it was. It was an
hmm,
amazing game. I mean, spare a thought for Klassen. I mean, that was an amazing innings. I mean,
yeah.
he could have easily got home there, and probably a little bit of logical thinking there, not taking
Hmm.
the single, just
Yeah, yeah,
oh, probably could have won the game. But I mean, it is what it is.
yeah.
Still, I mean, to get his team that close, I mean, from where they were, I mean, just
Hmm, hmm,
wow,
hmm.
meaning, and I think one of the best ball strikers in the world at the moment. Hey,
Yeah,
one of the best ball.
I think Samadou says he's the best T20 player in the world at the moment.
Yeah, I mean that's big praise, and I mean
Mm,
thoroughly deserving of what we saw yesterday, and we just seen the
mm,
SA20. I mean, I was
mm.
he was seeing it all over the place. So I mean, fantastic player. Uh, he's really one for the Sunrisers. I mean, Sunrisers. Watching Sunrisers this year it could be exciting just because of one player in Klassen. I think
Mm,
we just
mm,
he's
mm.
capable of, and you know, I see a lot more innings coming from him in this regard because I mean some of those shots, I mean, especially those sixes of Stark. I mean, one of the best bowlers in the world, and taking him for
Mm,
almost
mm,
5 over. I mean, that was sensational batting. So
mm.
yeah, one of
Okay.
the 20 players.
So,
A fantastic game, and congratulations to your team.
yeah,
I
yeah.
see I'm wearing purple today for your the KKR colors. So I don't know what made
Oh,
me wear purple, but it seems like the right weather for purple.
yeah. I can see it now. Sorry, I was actually looking at the screen. Then we go back to the schedule for today. Okay, Rajasthan Royals against Lucknow, and then you have two teams that I like, but I prefer Mumbai. And then let's look at RJ and LCJ, and SJ. Sorry, I'm gonna go with the. This is a toughie, eh? Normally I could pick. I'm gonna go for Rajasthan Royals to win because they have a more complete side, and I think they're playing at home, which I can. Yeah, they're playing in Jaipur, so I'm going with Rajasthan Royals to win. What about you? And they're also batting first, which is quite nice.
Yeah, I mean this is a very interesting game. Hey, Rajasthan and Lucknow.
Yeah.
Look, I think Rajasthan with a firepower in the batting line, they probably give them the edge there. Hey? I
Hmm.
think Lucknow from home they don't probably have the best record in terms of it. So just looking at the Lucknow lineup, I mean, okay, you got the Kokte, Rahul, Devdutt Parikal, Ayush Badoni. So look, honestly speaking, there is a lot of firepower here, Sid. You've got
Hmm.
batting right down to number 7. It looks quite a balanced side, eh? On paper,
Hmm.
it really does
Hmm.
look quite a balanced side. And
Hmm.
if you go to Rajasthan, I mean, you just can't take away from that first name there. I mean, Yash Yashavi Jaiswal and Butler.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hmm.
I'm giving it on the edge there because they have such an explosive
Hmm.
opening.
Hmm.
I mean, Sanju Samson, we know what he's capable of. Rian
Yeah.
Parag is a bit of an interesting choice at number. I thought he's been quite inconsistent in years gone
Hmm.
by. Shapit Maya, I mean, always a match winner. Drev Jurel, yeah, I mean, an up and coming star. I mean, we saw what he did in the Test series, so a lot of expected of him. But I mean, look at it, both teams. I'd say Lucknow got a longer
Hmm.
batting lineup.
Hmm.
Rajasthan just and Butler give them the edge there in terms of it. But I mean, don't write off Lucknow, eh? With
Hmm.
Quinny and the order. Anything is possible, but Jaiswal is in such amazing form at the moment, in the form of his life. So I'd give Rajasthan the edge there.
Okay. Oh, by the way, it's nice to see Morrison can't playing for LSJ because I think there was a bit of concern if they was gonna play for them this year. But I'm happy to see him there. And
Yes.
yeah, honestly, I don't really care much for these two teams in terms of favorites, but I don't mind actually. I think, but I'm gonna go with Royals and Rolls to win anyway. So let me go back to the other match, which is two teams that I do like, Gujarat and Mumbai. But I'm going with Mumbai Indians because they're my second favorite after KKR.
Potentially, potentially the match of the
Those are
weekend. I
Patra,
think.
Pehla
I think.
season, Pehla final, Pehla title जो छुआ. Take it away,
Uh,
यार. Tell us about this.
yeah.
नहीं बहुत बहुत ही स्पेशल था क्योंकि यही मोमेंट की वजह से शायद मैं यहाँ पे
Oh,
यहाँ बैठा हूँ
so sorry about that. I
शायद अगर ये
can.
नहीं होता तो शायद
Oh,
मैं भी यहाँ पे नहीं होता सो जो पूरा सीजन रहा हम लोग यू नो आई वाज फॉर्चुनेट इनफ दैट आई वाज एबल टू कंट्रीब्यूट इन अ मच लार्जर स्केल जहाँ नॉकआउट गेम्स थे और मैं कंट्रीब्यूट कर पाया मेरे बेस्ट मेमोरीज
oh, sorry about that. I don't know why some Hindi stuff was coming in there.
That's right. Yeah, I was just gonna say. I mean, that the pick of the games this weekend, man. GT and Mumbai, a real blockbuster
Mm.
at Gujarat Stadium. Yeah, I mean, this game potentially. I mean, it's got some history there with Pandya, with Mumbai now, and GT actually flying high.
Mm.
With a good IPL last year as well. I mean, just losing up the last ball to CSK last year, and I mean winning the previous year. So this is a fantastic game and the match of the weekend in my opinion. So I can't wait for this game. So yeah, at home and looking at the way GT play at home ground, I'm gonna go with GT as favorites to win
Oh,
this game. Eh? Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
I would have,
I'm going
I
with
would have, I would have agreed with you, but then you see, GT are missing a few impactful players like the Hardik Pandya, who's moved to Mumbai, and then you have Mohammad Shami is not in the IPL this year because of injury, so they're a little bit handicapped by that. But of course, you can't underestimate them at home. But I won't be surprised if
I
Mumbai.
understand what you mean with Pandya, but I mean Muller is still there and
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
he's
yeah. But their
finisher.
bowling is a bit, like not there because you obviously don't have certain bowlers like Mohammad
Yeah.
Shami is not there because of injury, and then who else is? Yeah, but Shuman
Look,
Gilda have to really raise his game this year even more, and
mind
he
you,
made
I'm
a pardon.
looking at two teams here that probably, in terms of their bowling kind of let them down last year. Mumbai as well. I think Mumbai
Yeah.
were very big on their back lineup last year.
Mm,
They bowled
mm, mm.
the bit. But I just look at GT and the way they perform at home. It's become like
Mm.
kind of a force for them at the Modi Stadium. So I
Yeah.
kind of give them the edge over Mumbai.
Okay.
Eh?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, do you want to analyze just two more matches? Because I know on Monday is actually your team is playing on Monday against Punjab, and then on Tuesday, or you just want to do one more analysis, which is on Monday, or just do it also for Tuesday?
Okay. I mean, tomorrow's a must-win game for RCB. I mean, no question about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
They're
go in
playing in
there,
the home ground, so they can't do
points.
that at
Yeah.
home. Otherwise, it'd be too
Mm.
humiliating.
Very important game for them. So I expect them to get the job done tomorrow. And then
Yeah.
CSK and T. I mean, that could be a real blockbuster. I mean, we know CSK at home, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess if there's one team that can challenge the CSK side at home, it's definitely the GT side
Yeah,
in terms
especially
of
if the
the batting.
pitch is fair. If it's a fair pitch, I think they should be able to challenge. But if it's a traditional Chennai pitch, then I think Chennai will win easy. So if it's like the pitch they played against RCB, then I think it could be a fun match. But if it's a traditional pitch for Chennai, then I don't think so. That's my honest
And I
opinion on
think that's
that.
quite a
But,
quite a good schedule for CSK playing their first two
yeah,
games at home.
yeah. And then if
Really-
you look at Wednesday quickly, I'm gonna go with Mumbai to be Sunrisers. Although Sunrisers don't look so bad because that's quite a good foreign base. So I won't write them off, but I think Mumbai will probably look to beat them badly if they don't win today. So it depends. If Mumbai win today, they might slack off against Sunrisers, which you don't want to happen, but it could happen. So just my theory. And then you can see the rest of the matches. Oh, looks like Kolkata is playing away from home against your team. Okay, well, looks like we're going to be against each other on Friday.
Spicy game.
Uh,
Game.
pardon?
It's a spicy game Friday. RCB and KKR always spicy.
Yeah, that's gonna be a belt, man. That's not gonna have much on that pitch. Okay, but then even I wonder what the head-to-head between Punjab and your team is, because whenever I see Punjab playing with RCB, Punjab seem to have fun against your team for some reason. I don't know why that is. I think they must have an interesting
Uh,
record.
I think it's quite even. Hey, I think it's quite even in terms of win losses.
Yeah, let's go
Last
to
year
that.
as well, I think it was
Oh yeah,
back
it
to
is.
back
Oh yeah, it
for
is. Oh yeah, it
uh,
is. Yeah, I'm just looking at
quite
this
even
head-to-head. I'm just gonna share this tab just to show it to
for
you
sure.
here. Yeah, just I don't know if you can see it. Okay. Oh, yeah, it is. Matches played 31. Oh, Punjab had quite a head-to-head here against you guys. 17 wins and 14 losses.
Yeah, I
So,
mean a lot of
yeah.
those all came
Pardon?
probably in the early years, when RCB was still kind of establishing themselves as a team.
Oh,
But yeah, I mean, if you look at it, quite evenly matched in terms of it. But even looking at the both lineups as well, quite evenly matched. But I mean, RCB obviously the home ground advantage. You've got to try and come that home tomorrow. So it's a really important game for them. And yeah,
okay. This is
you don't want
interesting. Look at, no, it says RCB versus Punjab head-to-ground. And oh, I'm so confused. I'm trying to look for the head-to-head in Bangalore. I don't know. See the head-to-head in Punjab. That's useless. Oh yeah, there's RCB versus Punjab. Uh, no, never mind. Doesn't matter. Either way, tomorrow is going to be
yeah,
an interesting game. Ugh,
well,
it's gonna be quite a hunting. Let me just try and take all these tabs. Okay, just quickly. I'm gonna try and sort this out. Oh yeah, by the way, I see Sri Lanka and Bangladesh match is still going on. Sri Lanka having a lead of 475 runs, and strangely enough, this match Bangladesh prepared a green pitch against Sri Lanka, which is fine because they need to get out of that over the top spinning pitches. But Sri Lanka lead by 475, so I think it's going to be a pretty much of a funeral once Bangladesh bat.
yeah. I mean, you're not going to win too many test matches with that kind of lead, eh? You're not going to win that too matches trying to chase that kind of score down.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous in a way. Yeah,
But I respect Bangladesh for preparing a green track because it could have looked more embarrassing if they prepared a spinning track and Sri Lankan spinners having Maja and then their spinners. It might have been a low scoring match. Who never knows? So I'm okay with it.
absolutely,
But
absolutely.
yeah, but if the pitch miraculously goes really flat, they can do some bad ball Bangladesh and try and get close to the score.
Seems it seems to be a good pitch. I mean, if Sri Lanka managed to post that kind of total, it seems to be a good batting wicket, which is you haven't really seen much in Bangladesh recently. It's been a lot of low scoring turners there. Not
Hmm.
good for much cricket. You kind of want pitches to go in that Australian way, where there's something in it for the batters and it's good batting depth as well. So let's hope they change the way they prepare pitches back home.
Yeah, I've noticed Bangladesh when they have Asian side, they prepare green pitches, and if they have the Western side, they prepare the spinners, which is okay. I'm okay with that template because I know the Western side will just mentally get demoralized before they even start playing with the spinning. So it's okay with that. Asian side, it's good to have the green pitches so that they have the balance between the two. Something that I would prefer us doing. If we have the Western teams coming, then we can have a few dry pitches, but not overly dry because you don't want us to look stupid at the same time.
Yeah, I think the problem with our pitches at the moment is kind of over the top. Way too much, in it for the bowlers, and not enough, not enough in it for a game to actually last 4 to 5. But I mean, anyways, let's see what happens this coming season. I hope this
Hmm.
changes, and I'm pretty sure it would have changed after what happened at Newlands. I mean,
Hmm.
a test to forget, but yeah, I hope for better pitches going forward. I think it will happen. Because, I know Coach Shukri was really disappointed in the groundsman as well. The kind of wicket that he prepared. for that second test, which was essentially a decider in a way. You know.
Okay, so any final words before we actually wrap off?
Have a good weekend, Sid.
You too, man.
Cheers, buddy. Take care.